Now that we aware, revolutionary wisdom, use it when you're older. Metamorph a mind, do it all the time, standing on divine shoulders. Living for the non-motion, positive energy waves. Spirituality here for humanity, fuck what the enemy say. Motivated in heavenly ways. You know Babylon petty these days. As a messenger, gotta be brave. For the record, we heavenly played. Using the power to empower people should just be a regular thing. White supremacy oppression, find and overcome all that. Get up poverty, depression, find and overcome all that. Any negative reflection, find and overcome all that. Yeah, that, all that. White supremacy oppression, find and overcome all that. Get up poverty, depression, find and overcome all that. Any negative reflection, find and overcome all that. That. Give me love in the place I sit. I'm a king in the ring I get. More from the high road place. In my eye, I'm fit. Never dealing with the feeling nonsense. Living and I'll never give it in. When I'm dealing with the wickedness of men, gotta move like a smooth with the wind. Many times we lose, we win. Got no time for the losing sin. We pack the house, we great. In the name of Ra, we pray. Give me love in the room that's dark. Give me love from the root that's hard. In my eye, we fit. Never dealing with the feeling nonsense. White supremacy oppression, find and overcome all that. Get a poverty, depression, find and overcome all that. Any negative reflection, find and overcome all that. Yeah, that, all that. White supremacy oppression, find and overcome all that. Get a poverty, depression, find and overcome all that.
Share button.
Find and overcome all that. That.
Nappy head, dirty t-shirt. More sneakers till my feet hurt. Down bottom, yeah, I'm from the dirt. Trapped in high society work. Known criminals to the day of birth. How they label me, it never fazed me. Brush it off, keep it pushing up. For the people who I do it for. Out the trenches where we push it for. So the time now when we on go. Black matter, so I start glow. Hair wool with a penny tone. God like with the melon flow. Mind right, never steer me wrong. God like with the melon flow. Mind right, never steer me wrong.
White supremacy oppression, find and overcome all that. Get a poverty, depression, find and overcome all that. Any negative reflection, find and overcome all that. Yeah, that, all that. White supremacy oppression, find and overcome all that. Get a poverty, depression, find and overcome all that. Any negative reflection, find and overcome.
Hey, how are y'all doing this evening? This is AMPspirationTTV, and I am your host, the Plum Queen. Well, it is Wednesday, Walden's Day, the middle of the week, and of course, I appreciate you guys giving me your time and your energy. Well, all right, I was supposed to talk about this on Monday, but the universe had to have its way, and like everything in divine timing, just like the song says, because when I initially wanted to talk about this, hold up. Y'all need to hit that share button. Share, because you know we got to make Inspiration go viral. All right, back to it. So yeah, I initially had had a perspective on how I was going to take this and what exactly actually a topic that I was actually going to speak about. But I saw something that David Banner posted the other day, and it has broadened my perspective on this topic of your feelings, trumping the truth. So the initial topic, was, I would say, transgenders being compared to black women. I saw a meme I didn't agree with, and I voiced my opinion about it. It caused a lot of controversy in some lights. I definitely rubbed some people the wrong way, but I stand by what I said and how I feel. But at the same time, again, truth trumps feelings. And see, I'm not here, to just bash on anybody or to knock anybody's perspective and things of that nature. I'm here for the truth, and I want to be as balanced as possible. I want to be as overstanding as possible, because unity is my major goal. And the only way for us to achieve that is if we can compromise, overstand one another, even though we may disagree on certain things. So David Banner was talking about a situation where he knew somebody, they did him dirty in some form of fashion, did him wrong in some way, and the type of man that he is, you fuck him over, he want to be dead ass. Like that's what it was. He wanted to put the paws on him. But he has a mentor, and he consulted his mentor about the situation and ask him how he should handle it. And his mentor asked him questions. And what I've noticed about David Banner is when he asks his mentor questions, he answers him with a question, almost so that David Banner can answer it himself, kind of thing. So he pretty much, was teaching him about perspective. Like, we all go by the way we were raised, the way we were taught, and our experiences. That's what governs what we deem to be moral, what we deem to be right and wrong, appropriate, and so on and so forth. So he had to take into consideration who he is and who the person was. See, not everybody was raised like you. Not everybody had been instilled with, certain values the way you have. So you can't expect someone to handle a situation, the same way that you would. Now, this is something that I've battled with, honestly, for a long time. A lot of people, that I talk to on a regular basis have even said to me, Tamara, you expect people to handle things the way that you do. See, in my mind, it's, this is right or wrong. This is common sense. You treat people the way you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? If you wouldn't like this to be done to you or said to you, then you shouldn't do it or say it. Simple, right? But no, that's not the case. Again, not everybody was raised like me. Not that I haven't had the experiences that other people have. I was just, did a little sneak peek with Sacred Soul Sisters. I had jumped in and talk about the topic I was speaking on Monday, about the cops and, how our men need to protect ourselves and things of that nature. So I even got a broader perspective on that as well. Again, my feeling, the truth my feelings don't trump the truth. So I feel strongly about what happened, but I also have to take into consideration, other variables when they're brought to me. For instance, in that situation, I was upset. I am still upset that we had to call the police and the police decided, not to come. I thought that was asinine. It didn't matter what, what was going on in their mind. Someone calls 911, you're supposed to show up. But then I had to talk with my king, who is actually really from this area and knows more about, this than I would. And he let me know that, where I live, which is in Bibb County, Macon, Georgia, they're very short-staffed. And there's a lot of foolery going on in, in this town. There is a lot of domestic violence, situations going on out here. Like I said, we're doing a lot of fuckery out here. And this is why we're giving the police an extra hand and not wanting to help us. Because they already don't want our families to be together. That's already an agenda. But then when we act the fool and we're calling the cops for dumb shit all the time because we're fighting over dumb shit all the time, this puts them in the position to have to say, well, ain't nobody got time to be dealing with y'all back and forth. Do you want the help or not? Because in several situations, women will fight with their husbands or their significant others, their baby daddies or whatever, and they call the cops. And then as soon the cops haul them away, and then as soon as they get out, they get right back into the situation. It's just like crying wolf. You keep asking for help time and time again when you really don't need the help. Or your energy is still attracted, to that negativity. And you just expect to just always call when you in your feelings. You are stopping, other people who actually have emergencies from getting the help that they need. That's a problem. Your feelings do not trump the truth. We have to do better. We have to take accountability, for our actions. Even in that same situation, both parties, both my friend and the father of her child, they both made the choice to deal with each other, to have a baby together. Doesn't matter how they was feeling about it, how that went down, all the variables. Y'all made a choice. So now y'all got to deal with that. But you have to find, you know what I'm saying, a productive and balanced way to do that. We have to do better. Even with the transgender and black woman situation as well. I said I was not trying to bash them. I overstand, you know, I won't say I overstand because I'm not them. So no, I don't know how they feel. But what I do, you know what I'm saying, understand, you know what I'm saying, is feelings. I understand. I was watching this documentary type situation on Netflix called The 9 Months That Made You. I would definitely recommend everybody to watch it. It's very informative, and it also can play to what I was speaking on as far as transgenders feel, you know what I'm saying, with their feelings versus what biology says. Okay, there can be explanations. There may be several, but there are explanations on why you feel the way you feel. You know what I'm saying? Starting from life. There are certain things that go on during, you know what I'm saying, during your pregnancy that can alter certain things. I wish everyone would watch that. Because again, biology does not, you can't fight science. Again, like I said, they can feel how they want to feel about themselves. If you want to see yourself as the other sex, then cool. You know what I'm saying? If you want to identify yourself like that, that's cool. If you want to engage in sexual, you know what I'm saying, things with the same sex, other sex, whatever, you can do all of that. More power to you. Your business. But the truth is, when it comes down to it, biologically, you are not that. So if you're going to argue with me about that, you're going to lose. Because you cannot argue that. Because it's science. If you want to be mad about that, you got to holler at God, universe, whatever it is, whatever you subscribe to. You need to holler at them about that. Because that you cannot change. At all. Give you another example of that, and I'm going to move on from that. Michael Jackson. Yeah. That man, whether you believe he had vitiligo, whether you believe he bleached his skin to be more white, doesn't matter. Either way, them two kids, Paris and Blanket, are not his children. Biologically. Now, if he adopted them, raised them, took care of them, then yes, in that light, he is their father. But biologically, he is not. I don't care what that man do to his skin, what kind of skin disease that he comes up with, or he did come with because he's not here anymore. Any child that he makes, any seed that he plants is going to be black. That is his DNA. Period. There's no arguing that. Doesn't matter how you feel about it. It's the truth. And I feel like as a society, we have been conditioned to be overly sensitive. We have been conditioned to not deal with reality. We haven't been taught to deal with the truth. We're always trying to hide that for some reason. I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with our children, we try to hide things from them, like things that are actually going to happen in life, things that they're actually going to have to deal with, you know what I'm saying, one day, and we feel like we're not supposed to educate them on that. I'll give you an example. I have someone close to me, you know what I'm saying, that just lost somebody. And this person does not want to tell their child, you know what I'm saying, that this person is gone. You know what I'm saying? His child is young, really doesn't understand what death is about. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I understand that he does not want to scare him or to confuse him because, you know, he doesn't understand the variables of that. Now, I don't tell folks how to, take care of their kids and how to teach them and all that other stuff. But I personally felt that he should explain that to his son. Because death is a part of life. The reason why we feel some type of way, we get mad extra, is because we don't really tend to deal with that. We're not taught to. We're taught to fear death. When in fact, death is nothing but an illusion. Energy does not die, and we are made of energy. All energy does is change form. That's it. This is a fact. So, I felt like, like I said, I didn't tell him this, but I felt like he should explain that to his son. So, when this happens in life, his son doesn't have to, there's no anxiety behind that or any fear. This is why we need to educate our kids. It's not do as I say and not as I do. That's why a lot of these children go out in the world and become adults and don't know how to handle life. Death is a part of life. Don't matter how you feel about it. It's the truth. So we need to start educating, and in that example, he should educate his son on that. Because people are dying left and right now, especially now. People are being murdered. People are just dying because they're not taking care of themselves. There's a lot of death going on. Someone is dying every day. You see it on the news all the time. So it would be, in his son's best interest to understand what that is. Exactly. It's the cousin to sleep. Does sleep scare you? There you go. See, that's what I'm saying. When you understand certain things, you move different. You know what I mean? Like, if he understood death, he would probably value life. That's another reason why a lot of kids, or even young adults, they don't have any respect for life because they don't understand death or life at all. They just think that, you got the time of your life, and no. What you do in your youth, sets the tone for what your future is like and what's going to happen to you when, when you get older. But because we're not taught that, it's just YOLO and, let's just do everything fun right now because I got my whole life to live. But you don't. Not on this earth, you don't. Again, your soul gonna go somewhere else, but you have a limited time here. And you don't get to choose when that is. Only thing you can do, is take care of your temple, live your life right, and try to do, live a certain path. Not even just a certain path, but just keep your energy on a certain way, fulfill your purpose or whatever until it's your time. You don't know if your time is when you're young. You don't know if your time is when you're old. You don't know. So this is why you need to educate yourself and be prepared for what life has to bring and all, all of its possibilities. We are losing and dying because of lack of knowledge. We got to do better. We got to stop being in our feelings about everything. And this is coming from an emotional person. I am extremely emotional and tell y'all this all the time. But I'm also logical. And I strive every day, no matter what situation that I'm in, to think logically. This is why I listen to other people. This is why the tone of this video has been changed. Because again, I was just going to go back and recap on what I was talking about because that was the catalyst of me bringing this up. But again, I'm seeking ma'at at all times. So now I also have to check my feelings as well. Because again, my feelings do not trump the truth. So again, I still stand on my square, how I feel about that. But I also take into consideration the other variables, which is why we need to take accountability. So this is not just, fuck the police. This is more like, black people, let's take accountable. Let's be accountable. Let's stop giving them a reason, to be that way. Whether they're going to be that way or not, you shouldn't give them the reason. I'll give you another example about how it's killing ourselves. We're helping them. We say all day, the police brutality, and they're doing this to us and they're doing that to us, but guess what? We're doing that to us too. And if anything, that's worse. We got to be held accountable. Don't matter how you feel about it. You can get mad all day at the police, but it is true that we are comfortable with killing each other. This is why they're comfortable with killing us. Because we don't value who we are. We don't value our lives. We don't value our safety. This is why the police can get away with not showing up. Because we don't show up for each other. We have to do better. Logic, people. Logic. Not telling you to dismiss your feelings. That'll never happen to me. Like I said, everything that I do has passion behind it. That comes from my emotions. But I also have to keep it balanced. You need them both. I just can't go off raw emotion all the time. Because when you're in your emotions, it can warp your perspective. I'll give you another example of that. I don't care about what people think about me. I do not care. You can hate me, love me, indifferent. You can have an opinion about my relationship, about the way I live my life, what I say on this platform here. Personally, I give no fucks. But at the same time, the people in my circle, the people that I deal with on a regular basis, the people that I love y'all too, but the people that are around me, my friends, my family, and things of that nature, you can say something that won't faze me, but they can say the same thing and it'll hurt. It'll make me feel some type of way. And not to say that what, their feelings, is going to change what I do, or I'll run off of them. No, but as you being someone that I care about, I do, care about what you think, about your perspective. Like my mentors, I absolutely care about, how they see me in certain lights. I do, because I value their opinion, especially if they're teaching me something. So I look at it as, I don't want to let you down. You've given me your time. You've given me your energy. You don't have to be my mentor. You don't have to give me that knowledge. You can make me go. You can keep that shit to yourself. People truly think that when you have, when you know something, that is your obligation to tell people. People don't got to do nothing. So if you are, actively doing that and trying to teach me and bring value to my life, that's important to me. And like I said, you don't have to do that. So I don't want to waste, that energy that you've given me. I want to make sure you know that I'm using it properly. And that is going, that it's for a purpose. That's my balance. Because again, even if my mentor was, and I have several of them, even if they were to be, disappointed in some light, no, I'm not going to just completely fall into the depression and just, that's not going to happen. But I do take, their thoughts into consideration because they've taken me into consideration. See what I'm saying? So it all depends. Then again, you can have a stranger, some random person that'll walk up and say something to me. People that disagree with things that I say and, they try to get low-key disrespectful. This is the face you get. Who are you? See what I'm saying? So, feelings, truth, they go hand in hand, but truth always trumps. always. Seek truth. I promise you, when you seek truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be, it will always set you free. I promise you that. You don't understand just how much lighter your life will be when you deal with the truth. See, depression and all of that stuff, that comes from expectations that haven't been met. That's where disappointment comes from. Because you was expecting something to happen a certain way and it didn't. But see, if you would just take it for what it is, if you would just deal with the truth, there would be no point in being disappointed. That's why I'll never be disappointed in my life in certain areas. Because what I truly want is what is. I have stripped away, you know what I'm saying, what my pre-recorded thought of what my life was supposed to be. I have taken that away. That is no longer what I want. What I want is what's for me. So whatever that may be, that's what I want. I want the truth. So it is true that it is my destiny, you know what I'm saying, to help my people. I have been living that truth my whole life. So that's what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's why I'm doing it. So everything that comes along with that, the good and the bad, I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. Because that's what I want to do. A lot of the times you think, you know what I'm saying, we look at our lives and we just be thinking like, oh, life sucks and this and that and the third. Because again, because you see it one way and it's not working out that way. You know, sometimes what we want is not what we need. Ladies, we do that a lot in our relationships. I had posted something like that, I don't know if it was today or yesterday. We'll pass up, I think it was yesterday. I think it said 85% of women have friend zoned the husband that they're looking for. And you decided to get with the bad boy and just pray that he changes. That is a whole fact. And it's a whole problem. See, with me, yeah, I have my king or whatever, but before I didn't do the type thing. See, I didn't think that I was going to have anybody, you know what I'm saying, in my life and all that, so I felt like, you know, beggars couldn't be choosers. I know that sounds bad, but that's low-key how I felt. So having a type, you know what I'm saying, really wasn't on my radar. You just need to be clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You don't need to be no murderer, no nothing like that. I didn't do dope boys, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if you light skin, dark skin. You know what I'm saying? I guess if I was to have a preference, I prefer my men. You know what I mean? And when I say my men, I'll say I use the word minorities. My friends laugh at me when I say that. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with minorities. Okay? Again, you know what I'm saying, I don't knock nobody, you know what I'm saying, who finds love outside of their race. That's your business and stuff like that. I just don't, you know, I could never see myself with a Tamahu. I just can't see that. You know what I'm saying? But more power to you. Again, you know, more power to you. But at the end of the day, I don't have this long-ass checklist of the type of man, you know what I'm saying, that I have to have. And if he doesn't have these things on this list, then, you know what I'm saying, then I'm cool. A lot of us do that. He need to be 6'3", you know what I'm saying? His shoulders need to be broad. He need to have an Adonis line. You know what I'm saying? His dick got to be 10 inches. You know, I need to be making $200,000 a year. And, you know what I'm saying? His gold teeth need to have a grill. You know what I'm saying? Like all these unnecessary, unimportant, you know what I'm saying, attributes of an individual. And this is what you're looking for. But then you're expecting that to be supportive, you know what I'm saying, to be your protector, you know what I'm saying, to have, you know, to value you. See, you know what I'm saying, all of that stuff is secondary. And you want to pick this mold And like it says, pray, you know what I'm saying, that the inside gets filled in. That's not how it works. All Tamaray Plum Queen wanted was somebody to genuinely love her. That was my type. I wanted a man that wanted to be with me, not just for what I can do for them. Because I was in relationships where, not to say that they weren't attracted to me, but they were more so attracted to what I was doing for someone else, which is why they dealt with me. Now, of course, being with me, that changes everything. To be with me is to know me is to love me, especially intimately. So that's kind of just how that goes. Ding. But, you know, it was all, you know, based off of what I can do for them. It wasn't genuine. It was a year. I gave them a year, and that was it. Like, they did something that was, you know what I'm saying, a deal breaker, and it had to be done. Like, once I give you my all, and I have no, you know what I'm saying, you can't drink from an empty cup. So once my cup is empty, I don't know what else to tell you, bruh. So then after after my second relationship, it was when I lost my arm. So I had to focus on living my life. That's what I had to focus on. So during that, I did not think that I was going to find somebody. But I also had in the back of my mind, if I am going to find somebody, I just want it to be genuine. I want them to love me for me, one arm, problems, and all. That's what I wanted. And that's the energy that I put out. So that's what I got. You see what I'm saying? Now, again, got issues. We all got our problems. Definitely things about him that, you know what I'm saying, I could definitely do without. And I'm sure vice versa. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I've attracted somebody genuine in my life. And that's how I feel about all my relationships, romantic or otherwise. That's another thing that I don't put extra emphasis on relationships. And this definitely still ties into feelings and truth, because I know a lot of women who honestly feel that your relationship with your man is completely different than your relationships with everybody else, which is why it's cool to lose your friends, completely disown your family, and do all that stuff to be in a relationship. Because we have been trained that you being in your romance trumps everything. And that's not true. That's not how that works. All relationships are the same. It's just what I say, the politics that switch it up. I love my mother to life. She's one of the 2 people on earth that I would die for. Yeah, I would die for my mom. You know what I'm saying? So that's love. I don't think I would die. I don't think my king would allow me to do that. I don't think he would want me to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I love my mom. I love my king. Me and my mom don't do the same things me and my king do. But that doesn't, you know what I'm saying, make my relationship with him or my love for him any less than the love for my mother. It's just carried out differently. It's expressed differently. But love is still love. Caring is still caring. And because I see, you know what I'm saying, see it that way, that's why I treat everybody in my life the same. Not the politics, but the way I treat them is the same. I am considerate. You know what I'm saying? I make it my business to figure out who you are. If I'm going to be around you or you're going to be around me, I need to know who you are. I need to know how to move. You know what I'm saying? There may be certain things that I do that you don't. So I might need to keep that to myself, or, you know what I'm saying, not do that around you. See, I don't mind doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I smoke. Not everybody smokes. So I have no problem if I'm hanging around somebody that doesn't do that, then I won't. I don't have this attitude, oh, I'm grown, so I can do what I want to do. It's whatever. Nah. It's about respect and compromise. It's not like the blunt, you know what I'm saying, is my medicine, and, you know, I have to take it, you know, this certain time for my health or anything like that. Now, that's different. But, no, it's not that deep. It's not a necessary thing. So I don't mind doing stuff like that. That's how I operate. See, I don't like just being in my feelings. I like to get the truth about the people that are around me. I need to know how you guys feel about things. There may be a certain topic, especially if we're not close and we're just getting to know each other. There may be topics that we don't need to talk about, because that'll mess up the bond it is that we're trying to build, because we all have different perspectives. So if I'm not religious and you are, and you just steadfast in your thought process about your religion, and you know what I'm saying, you don't want to have a constructive, debate about it, then we're not going to talk about it. What is there to talk about? You know what I'm saying? That's how you compromise. That's how you relate to people. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to be my man or my mama for me, you know what I'm saying, to operate like that with you. This is one of the reasons why I get along with everybody. This is why I can move in different circles, because I am respectful, to everyone and how they do things. Just as long as it, doesn't degrade me or, damper what I got going on. But it's, like, it's not that deep. Truth, trumps your feelings. You might feel a certain type of way. That doesn't make it true. That's the difference between, I'm going to stop using absolute and relative. I'm going to start using objective and subjective. Yes. Another story to bring back truth and feelings. Perfecto. Okay, so back to the meme about the transgenders and the black woman. So there was a gentleman that saw the post in my AMPspirationTTV group, page. And he started giving me his examples and giving me his thought process about it. He disagreed with how I felt about it. And he said to me that, he's both masculine and feminine. So, to say that, I'm not in the position to say that. Then I hit him with the definition of absolute and relative reality, because that was the basis of, my proof of what I was saying. So I sent him that, I tagged him in it, and he was trying to play me. Don't get me wrong, he was definitely trying to play me. He was like, did you even read, what you posted? I did, but not carefully. So I reread it, and pretty much what I posted, the definition of relative and absolute, when they talk about absolute reality, according to the definition that I got it from, they feel that absolute realities are thought to be subjective. Now, subjective means that it can be changed by an individual, by an action, by how you see it, anything like that. Objective is what it is. It cannot be changed. It is a fact. So, in turn, that the definition that I gave him was absolutely wrong. Because what did he say to me? He said that science and nature are objective. So in the midst of him trying to play me, he proved my point. Because that's what I was trying to say initially. Even though I got the definition wrong, or whatever definition I came up with was wrong, he proved my point right. And what did I do? I recanted what I said, my post. I put it up there, put an X on it, said that this was not the right, definition to prove what I am saying. And then I changed it. See, I've had my feelings about the whole relative and absolute reality because of a video that I saw of Jamar Milton's. He was explaining that. That was my first time ever hearing about that, and it definitely opened up my eyes to a lot of things. So now, with this situation, I've been using, like I said, absolute and relative reality. Well, now I just learned something more. Now it's more subjective and objective. So I just learned something. Didn't matter how I felt about it. Doesn't matter how I feel about Jamar and his videos and all that. I was wrong about that. I was corrected. And I appreciate that. So now I've learned. So now I'm going to change my words and how I phrase that. But at the end of the day, the facts still stand. The truth still stands. Like he said, science and nature are objective. You can't change that. That's what that means. So when you go into the situation with trans, you can, like I said, you can nip and tuck on your body, you can change your hormones, your hair, all of that stuff. But nature and science are objective. It doesn't matter what you try to do, it doesn't change it. Point blank and period. Now this individual decided not to speak after this. They had no more comments and no more thoughts about the situation. I can dig it. But again, truth always trumps your feelings. So guys, feel how you want to feel, by all means. But when it comes down to the truth, it'll be in your best interest, you know what I'm saying, to accept that. I promise you it'll make your life a whole lot easier. You will, you know what I'm saying, avoid, you know what I'm saying, a lot of issues if you just deal with the truth. You'll be less heartbroken if you just dealt with the truth. You can find more solutions if you deal with the truth. A lot of us could have saved ourselves years ago, but because we're in denial, because of consonant dissonance. I'm saying it wrong. Cognitive dissonance. That's it. Ooh, said that all wrong. Yeah. Those things are the reason why a lot of us are still suffering. Because you are still, you know what I'm saying, trying to hang on, you know what I'm saying, to the ideals and your feelings about things instead of accepting what is. You got to do better. Do better for yourself. This is for you, for your life, to make your life easier. Because there's always going to be something. Always. And you need to be prepared for that. And the only way to be prepared for that is by accepting the truth about everything. Who you are, the climate that we're living in, all that stuff. Y'all people, we are all walking around, you know what I'm saying, like shit ain't about to go down. Like there's not stuff and things going on around us, you know what I'm saying, that we have no control over. We have to do better. This is why I don't pay no attention to presidencies and politics and none of that. I need to be prepared for what's coming. I don't got time to have feelings about Trump and all of that. The truth of the matter is that nigga's in office. That nigga fucking shit up. So what am I going to do to counteract that? Period. And it ain't voting. So I don't have no feelings about what he does and how he does it and none of that. Because you can go all day and sit there and yaka, call him 45, call him Orange Man, all these, you know, names y'all got for the dude. All of that, making fun of, and that's not doing nothing. That's not stopping this nigga from ruining, you know what I'm saying, the damn planet. That's not stopping nothing. So how you feel, he's made it clear to you that your feelings mean absolutely nothing. You need to hold on to that truth and act accordingly. Learn the law. The truth of the matter is, we got to protect ourselves, like I said. The help that we seek is at the end of our arms. Ain't nobody coming back to save us. Nobody but us. Doesn't matter how you feel about that. Doesn't matter how right or wrong that is. It is. And it's the truth. And you need to embrace that. The sooner you embrace that, the sooner our moves can change and this unity thing can pop off so we can do what we need to do to get this sovereignty. Because that's what we need. That is the truth. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. I love you. Again, of course, I appreciate you giving me all of your time and your energy. I hope you got something out of this. And I have a great announcement. I have finally figured it out. And I have launched AMPspirationTTV YouTube page. Okay, so you guys gotta bear with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm new to this and all that jazz, so I'm just figuring out the studio thing. And what I have realized is that Jamar Milton needs to drop his new album so I can have some more content. Because when you upload videos to YouTube, they're very strict on copyrights for music and things of that nature, which I understand. Because, you know, once you get to a certain, I guess, following or something like that, you start to make money. And folks want they cut. You using their, you know, their intellectual property. It's helping you make you some revenue. You got to give them theirs. Totally understand. So what they've done is, as you know, a lot of my, I have 9 whole seasons worth of content that has 3 to 4 minute songs in the beginning, and not all of them are Jamar Milton. So the ones that are from regular people, they are muting it. So you kind of got to see, you kind of just see me for the first 3 or 4 minutes. Y'all know how I do. This is kind of what you see, you know what I'm saying, on there. So I just want to warn you guys, I'm actually going to go live on YouTube one of these days, so I can explain that to my new viewers out there. So I appreciate you guys. If you can go there, subscribe, you know, that's where you can get your replay, and then you don't have to go through all the stuff that I post on a regular basis. You got bear with me because I don't have all these high-tech computers and you know what I'm saying, with bands and all that jazz. My little laptop is super duper old and it goes super duper slow, so it might take me a good month or so to get them all on there. But please bear with me. Continue to be inspired, and of course my new episodes I'm going to be just putting on there, you know, like clockwork. But any of the old stuff is going to take me a minute because I gotta extract it and do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, gotta make sure I get this inspiration to you and whatnot. So make sure you go to AMPspirationTTV YouTube page and support, subscribe, hit that bell so you can get the notifications so you don't ever miss any of your doses of inspiration. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm getting me because it's because of you guys while I'm here. You guys are watching me. You guys are listening. You know what I'm saying? You care about what I'm saying. So I really appreciate you allowing me, you know what I'm saying, to inspire and to help heal you. Do I. So I love y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day and come back on Friday because we have another awesome topic to go in. In the next couple of weeks, I'm also going to be working on these interviews. I met a lot of contacts when I was in Hempstead, and I need to get these folks on here for you to see and, you know, to give you a lot of the information specifically, you know what I'm saying, instead of me giving you my interpretation of it. Okay? So make sure y'all tune into that. I love y'all. Be inspired. Peace.